Namaskar. I'm Kumar Rakesh and you're watching Global Governance News TV. Today we are going to discuss the sports and politics. Last 3 days, countries just watching the controversy created by the some eminent player, just wrestlers, who has won the Olympic medals and many medals. They have just alleged Mr. Brajbhushan Saran Singh about just so many uh, controversies, so many allegations by just Fogart and the President Punia and Sakshi Malik, all are staging dharna in Jantar Mantar, Delhi. Many rounds of talks going on. How, but he had challenged. Six-time MP from Gonda, he had challenged to the all who was alleged against him for the so many exploitations, different type of exploitation, including the uh, 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 sexual exploitations. And they have staged dharna, Jantar Mantar, and just you see the photographs continues and intervened by the sports minister, Mr. Anurag Thakur, on the instruction of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and whatever they have been, they have demanded just to remove the post of from the Kusti Sangh or Wrestler Federation, Mr. Brajbhushan Saran Singh. He has challenged. He has been elected by the public, not by the any government. He has not at the mercy of any government. This is update till today. In between, Indian Olympic Association made a special committee of 7 persons who will just look into the allegations of the Fogart, Malik, and Punia and others against her and other colleagues. This is a fact. How it will go, what politics will be done, time will see. Time will just fact on that. But why politician and politics? The major question. Last many years, I've asked so many sports minister, so many government, but they have not answered properly, honestly till date. If you are not expert of the medicine, but why you are health minister? If you are not expert of health, sports, why you are a sports minister? Why not specialization should go in the account of politics? In spite of, despite of the prime ministership, that is a matter of the political parties. But I think every political party should select and elect and select for the ministership or expertise a chief of the organization from the concerned trade and profession. So that will be focused on that. Many countries, global level, if you see, have been adopted this formula for the better governance, for better performance. Just you see, last health minister by Dr. Harshvardhan, but he has been removed by the Modi government with so many regions. That is different stories. The first time Modi government had done the good things, just a doctor, Professor Harshvardhan was health minister of the country of Bharat. That's a good thing. So we can understand, but how we have the different professionals and different trades, 80 departments in the government of Bharat, as we know it. So how we'll just see expertise or not? We have to look into the matter. How we'll go with the facts. If you see, I'll just share with you how many politicians had just already uh, head of the many uh, sports organization. Why and what for? Many politician and son and relative of the politician. Why and what for? If you early remember, I think a matter of the I think uh, last I think 20 years back. So that time, this is time has not changed. Athletes may retire, but politicians never not. But they're heading the sports bodies forever. No, at that time, I think, if I remember correctly, 2003, at that time, Sunil Dutt was the sports minister. So he decided to crack down the sports federation heads occupying office for a long period. So that was that. If I remember, I'll come in the present circumstances also. The past, the Priyan Das Munshi, Praful Patel, V.K. Malhotra, Jagdish Titler, Suresh Kalmadi, Vidya Stokes, Digvijay Singh, Abhay Chautala, Ajay Chautala, K.P. Singh Dev, V.C. Shukla, R.K. Anand, Vijay Malia, Sukhdev Singh, India, Sharat Pawar. All of heading a different sports organization. Why and what for? A very long. Suresh Kalmadi has been the heading the had been Olympic for 8 years, re-elected for the fourth term. Why you? That time, Amateur Athletic Federation of India, 16 years. BJP leader BK Malhotra had been heading the Archery Federation about 20 years. Even office was running from his residence itself. Priyandas Mochi, then minister, led All India Football Federation for 12 years. And I am that time Minister Jagdish Tadler, she was Judo Federation 12 years. Himachal Minister Vidya Stokes for the Women Hockey Federation 12 years. So we can understand how the influential, why you're just heading. And many feel sports person not very effective administrator like Prakash Kodare, father of the uh, uh, an actress Padukone, who was a genius as a badminton player, found the sports administration game difficult to play. So we can understand so many. Kapil Singh was a cricketer, but he was external affairs minister. That was saying late Mother of Sindhya, Sikandar Bag, Aslam Sher Khan were hockey players. Mulayam Singh Yadav was a wrestlers, actually sports person. But they are heading or not, that is a different question. But some facts we can understand. How these facts is important for us should be how the sports and politics mixed. Why? What for? This is not the national phenomena. This is a global phenomena. If you see the Olympics, you will find the many committees just handled and captured by the politicians. Why and what for? Very serious question. I think that a politician should be linked with the any sports organization, any medical organizations, any technical organization. Just like the IS should not be the governors and should not be politicians. As an IS and IFS already they have ruined the administration. Now he just came in the politics with just only the flattery. And how you think what will the result for the public? Serious question for everyone. So some facts I'm telling you, I just share with you how the all the who are politicians who are just already heading at present the different sports organization and what for. Serious question. I'll give you the list and also the reason how the government will do some action against like the Brother servicing in any sport organization. There is any role of the government except the giving the funds and all. Anybody can make the sports organization. But this is good for this all the sitting, the wrestlers and players. I salute him for that. They are not trying to politicize this sports game and their demands. Yesterday, the left leaders, Brinda Karat and others, try to capture their stage, but they have just requested to go away from there. Either no Congress involved, no any left party there. They just praise the Modi government and the Prime Minister. And by Modi, they have done a lot for the sports persons. And last 8 years, they huge record for the winning the medals and different sports from district level to international level. This is a fact. Everybody should accept it. So I'll just come back after the break and I will discuss who are the person who are captured the sports organization as a politician and what the government can do for the sports person with their powers or not powers. Welcome after break. We're talking about the sports and politics. So just to see, some facts are there. That time the Rio Olympics, the controversy was created. A government is involved management or sports or not. Sports is managed by the respective federations who are independent bodies, organize competitive events, select a sports person to represent states or country at various levels to promote sports in different parts of the country. Government helps this federation felicitate their events and operation, build sporting infrastructure, and give their sporting awards. Sports federation are autonomous non-government bodies. Try to understand what will government do or not. This is technical questions. Everybody should understand it. The respective national sports federation are autonomous bodies, often registered as societies, or trust, and whatever companies, just like the BCCI. And government has no role in administration or appointment of members of this federation, except the liaison officers who are the appointed in consultants with the sports ministry, but not the deemed government employees. This national federation further have state level federations, all which have their own rules, bylaws, and their constitution of charter that guide their function and management. Anyone can form a sports federation. As I was telling you, if you're a group of people deeply passionate about the sports that you think the worth promotion in India, Bharat, you can form a federation. However, does not automatically gives you any privileges. To gain some privileges, it has to affiliate it to the respective international sports federation. If just an example, All India Football Federation affiliated to FIFA. If you concern international sports federation affiliated to the IOC, and it grants affiliation, your federation becomes eligible to be a member of the IOA, Indian Olympic Association, and recognized as the National Sports Federation by the government. Recognized sports federation receive assistance from the government. This is where governments come into the play for the promotion and development of sports. The sports ministry assesses the application of various national level sports federation and gives them recognized status, after which they can receive financial gains under various schemes and other assistance that include permission to use public infrastructure such as stadiums, sporting equipment, training, and etc. Even non-Olympic sports federation can get recognized by the government. And if you see example, if not necessarily in 2016, 49 national sports federation were recognized, which include non-Olympic sports like tug of war and bodybuilding. Kho and kabaddi are a popular example of non-Olympic sports that are recognized by the government that allows you to get assistance. But you can understand why Kho and kabaddi is non-Olympic, because they are the really of the Bharatiya game, Indian games. So my appeal to the all players that play should be included in Olympic Games, just to promote the Bharat and Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. I think we should insist on that. BCCI never bothered to apply, become a recognized national sports person. How the money is just inputs are there. So earlier 2011, they are invited by the sports minister Ajay Makhan to register National Sports Federation, but BCCI does not oblige because they don't want any interference from the government. But the very hue and cry of that. A sports federation affiliated to IU have right to send a sport person official to the events. And sporting events are organized and managed by the various stakeholders, just like the Weather Olympics, other events, CWG, Commonwealth Games, and organizing committee comprise members of apex bodies like IU and IOC, local authorities like municipality for the local facilities, the local government for security and clearance, like that. So government can't interfere in management of a sports federation. This is a crux point. Nowadays, how the players are demanding to interfere the government. Technically, government can't interfere. Practically, they can. They can threaten, they can deregister, they can do whatever they can. But technically, they can't interfere. It is a matter of the legal matter. How the Bhushan Singh challenges are open for the any inquiry, CBI inquiry and all, open for the, if any the sexual exploitation case proved, they will check the hang to death. On the contrary, Sakshi Malik and Fogart and Brism Punia are challenged. They have all the records and the proofs. So they came into free. So even though the federation received assistance from the government has no executive powers to interfere their management. That's why President Bush is saying he is not on the mercy of anyone. He has been elected by the country. So it is a counterproductive example of IO was suspended by IOC in 2012 when it failed that Indian government was interfering in the IO election. This means that India would have not been able to take part in the Olympics. Suspension was not revoked. IO or International Federation can against a sports federation. So that's why IO today just made a special committee to look into the sexual exploitation, if any. So government can, however, formulate rules and law for sports that should be followed. Many sports bodies and associations are controlled by the politician. That is a matter of concern. And we did not have any Ministry of Youth Affairs Sports until before 1982. After that, initiated 1982. So that is a matter of concern. But I'm telling you, the list of who are the politicians at present are just holding the chief of the major seven sports federation. You'll know to surprise why they now is still in the good governance of Narendra Modi as prime minister. So I'm telling you, just you see, first name is Jaisa. He's not a player. He's not a, but you can understand. Rajesh Shukla is a politician. He's never played any play, all already in BCCI. So we can understand. And he is the secretary of BCCI, um, uh, Cricket Federation Board of India, and Mr. Himant Biswa Sharma, Assam Chief Minister. He is a president of Badminton Association of India. So you can understand. And if you see the Mr. Raninder Singh. Raninder Singh is a National Rifle Association of India president. He is a son of ex-chief minister of Punjab, Captain Amrinder Singh. Amrinder Singh recently joined the BJP, and there's many stories going to be governor of any state. So it may be he's a suitor, but practically not. Mr. Arjun Munda, he is a president of Archery Association. He is Union Minister in the Modi government. How he has just used archery, never know. And if you say Mr. One of the player, Dilip Turkey, uh, is hockey president of Hockey Federation. He was earlier a hockey player and a captain of the Bharatiya team. Then he was earlier the MP of BJD. Then he came in politics. This is only exception example we can say. So Modi government should initiate for the every this type of profession trade should be handled by the expert. Another is Meghna Chautala, wife of Mr. Dushyant Chautala, Haryana Deputy CM, is president of Table Tennis Federation of India. Some highlights I told you how they have been captured by the politicians and how they have the handling this. So I think, according to my view, no any politician should be in the sports, even if he is not a sports person. And just Islam Sher Khan, maybe. KB Singh, there was cricketer, maybe. Just like if you are a player, and Prakash Padukone was a badminton player, father of now Deepika Padukone. So maybe. But if you're not a player, if you're so you should not be the part of any. But Bhushan Sarang is already wrestler. So if he is a president, okay. But he a challenge to the all who alleged him against them. Now time will see how it will happen. How he'll be just already sent the notice by the government. How the government will take action. Already replied to the government, and they have said resign. But they are saying the all players, all federations, all in it should be suspended. How it is possible? Government will see, public will see, players see. So many players also in favor of Mr. Bhushan Singh. They're also going to lodge FIR. They also what will turn is will see if they're in sexual exploitation, they should come into the proof and release them accordingly with the proper norms and quorum. But still, I say I'll appeal the Modi government, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, dealing the sports from the politician, and so politics is different. Politics should be, this type politicians should not be. Now, make some law. That is only remedy, as I think. So nice of you. We'll meet again and discuss more issues like anything. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.